Hello and welcome. Hi. Right, this is going to be a very different sort of stream to what I would normally be doing. And I've just noticed that my camera is completely mirrored. So I'm guessing it's going to look like I'm left-handed, but I'm sure you can deal. Just very odd, very odd. So hello and welcome. I wasn't sure what I was going to be doing tonight, which is... Wait, I'm not mirrored. Oh, no. Okay, that's very... Right, excuse me, people. It's mirrored on the camera screen, but it's not mirrored on the actual screen. Right, okay. Weirdness over. I can't promise that'll be the last bit. Yeah, so I wasn't quite sure what I was going to be doing tonight. It depended on what had arrived in the mail. I might have been doing some painting from my order from Daisy Moon, but that hasn't arrived yet. Sorry, I've just got distracted by the comments. I just went live here. You're not mirrored on screen. Yeah. Sarah hiding by outside in the theatre. It was lovely that you popped in, Sarah. And have a good evening. Oh, hey, Kay. Yes, so instead of my usual diamond painting, I was going to do something a little different tonight. And I thought I would come and show you my new colouring books. So I don't believe I've done any colouring on any of my life so far. But it started out with this book. I don't know why, it just really appealed to my nature. Like, let's have a look. So you've got a palette, which I've used my Ohuhu markers, and I've used those to design my palette. And then it's like a pixelated picture. There is the first one that I have completed. And this is the next one I am currently working on, which is looking really, really pretty. So my daughter ends up doing a lot of colouring. So we're normally on the dining room table, and she'll be colouring on her side, and it gives me something to do while I'm colouring with her. So this is brilliant. There is 100 patterns in here, and they take a fair amount of time considering, but it's like paint by numbers with markers, and I love it. Because I am using markers and they do go through. I have a 300 pound piece of card behind it. Nothing's getting through this baby. And yeah, I do like that they are single-sided, so you don't have to worry about going into the next page. So that was my first acquisition, and that will probably take me till the end of time to finish that book. And then I was reading about like I want to say the word is monochrome. So one colour for the colouring book. And I kept on seeing these adverts, they're still and slow. I was put off a little bit by the price tag of it. I think I ended up paying $24 for the colouring book, as well as the 3 black marker pens, which I thought was a little expensive, but I thought if it did what everyone's claiming that it does, it's like it's meant to be extra relaxing because you haven't got to make that stupid decision over, now what colour should I pick next? It is all just black. So I have started the first page. Let's move the other book out of the way. The pages are so super thick. So super thick. It says how it works. A simple ritual to calm your mind, one shape at a time. This is not just colouring. It's practice designed to help you breathe deeper, slow down and reconnect. It says pick a drawing, choose one of the unique handcrafted illustrations in your book, choose a single colour, keep it simple, fill in all the shapes marked with an O, let your mind focus only on the repetition, nothing else. Admire, breathe, repeat, step back and enjoy what you've created and see how you feel. So I love the whole concept behind it. And like I say, I have started my first page. And again, the pages are just so super thick. And there's nothing coming through on them as well. So I do love that. I believe they've just brought out a Christmas one. And the Christmas one, due to requests, they have made it marker friendly. So maybe that's something you guys would be interested in. The pens, I don't know how well you can see this. Let's see if I can try and get it. It is a brush pen, which I wasn't expecting. So I find the finer areas like harder to. No, that the tiny little bit. And typically, as I've said that, this one's not as brushy as the others. I wonder if there's different thicknesses. Do you know what? I never even thought to check. Three, 5, 7, 1. Sign pen brush. No, they all look the same. But I swear the other one was more unwieldy. So, what is everybody else up to? Okay. Right, Arius has said, I'll send you a link to a set of black pens I have which come in all sizes. I'm currently working on my little duckies from the Not Live. Amy said, about to start diamond painting, still working on Morgana. You'll have to send us an updated picture of that. Kay's just watching at the minute. Going to play with her art dot pen after. And Em's come to join us. Hello, Em. But yeah, I quite like this. It's very surprising how calming it actually is. And again, I do like the idea of not messing around with colours, not making decisions, because anyone who knows me, I really struggle with decisions. And I mean really struggle with decisions. Right down to if there's something I really, really want, I still can't press pay for on the basket, even if it's something that I really, really want. But if it's something for Grace, absolutely no problems whatsoever. That's already gone paid for. Something for Mummy, however, not so easy. I don't know if anyone's like me, but I tend to turn the book to get the best angle for what I'm doing. I'm hoping that's a normal thing. I'm guessing because the brush tip for me. But there might be some Christmas painting videos coming from me. As I was saying, my order from the Dreamer, my order from Daisy Moon Designs should be here very, very soon. And I've ordered a couple of personalised bulb decorations. I've ordered a wreath and a advent calendar, which I'm going to be doing for my daughter, and shaped like a Christmas tree, and it fits the mini Kinder bars, and then for day 25 it's got a space for a Kinder surprise egg as the big special treat for Christmas morning, which I think is so super cute. I think it was £5.95 for the advent calendar, and I'm just thinking, year after year I can bring that out, because there's far too much plastic that goes into these advent calendars that you see. But yeah, this is a very different sort of video for me. As you've probably seen, I've been spamming everybody with my mystery diamond painting. I've got another couple of videos that I have just got to do the last finishing touches to the thumbnail, and then I've got the speed tag questions that Arietta sent me, and then I've also got my latest boxing from Katir that turned up yesterday, which I am so super excited about. Let's see. Kay said, I'm wondering if you can pick one colour and say do a blue page, a red page. Absolutely, because it's said in the beginning, like, just choose a single colour. I don't think it matters what the colour is. I think it's more about the just focusing on filling in the sections, which I've got to say, I do love that idea. Because there's far too many of us who have very, very busy lives and not enough time to just sit and just focus on doing something very simplistic. Over the edge of the page. Yeah, doing something very simplistic, but they look so satisfying when they've been done. So I do love this idea. I did see, I think the Christmas one is almost like an advent calendar. So you've got a page per day. Obviously that would never work for me because I've been working on this for 2 weeks. Finding time to like sit and do this. I mean, I was taking this into work with me and doing this on my lunch break, but I've changed my craft for my lunch break at the moment. I have reopened up my diamond painting crystal coasters. I think Arietta bought me those for Christmas last year, I think, and I've started those back up. I completed Santa, and Grace loves the Santa coaster. She insists on pulling the Santa coaster out all the time. Not that she's in a rush to get Christmas here or anything. So I thought I'd start those back up as we're getting closer to that season. But a week today, it is Grace's birthday. So she is going to be hitting the big 5. And Mummy's thinking, where has that gone? Okay, so Amy says, I constantly turn colour in books around every angle possible. I don't understand how people can colour with it in the same place. For me, absolutely not. I've got to think about the angles and everything. Kay says, I turn the page in every which way. Yay! Amy says, I'm really behind with watching YouTube in general. I've been binging Supernatural again for the last month, so I need to catch up. Now, binging Supernatural is never a bad thing. Kay. Amy says, Kay, I've seen that they do a set of 12 coloured pens on the website, so you can choose whatever colour. Arietta says, a page a day is tough. Shaz did a colouring page a day for an advent a couple of years ago. she found it pretty stressful to keep up with. I can totally understand. Okay, cool. I don't need any more pens. It is put. I'm rewatching X-Files at the moment. It must be the changing seasons that make us reach for nostalgia. I'm not currently watching. We're working through Buffy and Angel currently, but this has been an ongoing thing that we have been doing for a long time. Other TV shows have come around, and the Buffy and Angel that we've been watching took a back burner. Like a series we've been watching, and the next episode would come out, we'd watch that. We were also watching Doctor Who at the time. We finished Jodie on Doctor Who, and we haven't carried on as of yet, but I know we will be. It's just finding time. So we're currently on, and we're watching Buffy and Angel in the correct order. So we're on season 5 of Buffy, season 2 of Angel. Yeah, not looking forward to the end of season of Buffy. Okay, I'm watching NCIS New Orleans. Now, New Orleans is one of the NCSs I haven't seen. My favourite NCS is LA, and that is mostly because of Kenzie and Deeks. I'm a sucker for a romance story, and theirs had me absolutely hooked. Although I believe one of the characters in NCIS New Orleans, I don't know if anyone's going to know of this TV show. It was released, I want to say 90s, and it was called American Gothic, and I was absolutely obsessed with this TV show. And the little boy in it had such a distinctive voice, and I'm pretty certain that he is one of like the main characters in the New Orleans one. He also did the film Legion with Paul Bettany. But I cannot think of the actor's name. It does look really, really striking, though. I mean, if you look up close, you can see all the stroke lines and everything else. But when you step away from it, you cannot see that, and it just looks like lovely and smooth. And there is lots of weird and wonderful shapes as well. Okay. Amy, I haven't watched Buffy since I was a little kid, watching it with my nana when I was probably far too young. I need to give it a try again as an adult because I barely remember it. I rewatched Buffy at least 5 times. I had it on VHS, all the seasons of Buffy. Then that I converted over to DVD, and now they're on Disney Plus, so makes it even easier. Oh, Arid says Lucas Black. It is. Yeah, something about him I really, really like. Kay says, I love the actor whose name I can't recall, who was in the Time Jumping Show and Star Trek Enterprise. Our first ship, Vulcans. I know that guy's name. I can visualize him. That's going to really bug me, because I know my husband would definitely know his name. But he has got headphones in tonight because he is playing a computer game and doesn't want to disturb me. I think I definitely should have put some background music on for this one tonight. With levels of concentration. There are definitely going to be times when I'm really quiet. But yeah, at some point I have a Christmas card making kit to do as well. I have to know where I'm going to fit that in. And for my sins, I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I started a planner just for my diamond painting work in progresses. Like I say, glutton for punishment. But I'm actually really loving that. I'm not quite sure what convinced me to do that. I'll show it to you in a second. Okay, let's put a pen on there for a second. Scott Bakula, of course it is. Yes, yes. Okay. Join here. Okay. So, this is my new planner. I just bought a cheap one off Amazon. I wanted it disc bound so I could move the pages around as and when I needed to. Back page as well. So I've left the first couple of pages completely blank because I want to put this as a list of all my work in progresses, so I can keep an eye on those. This one is for my Cat-Eared Mystery, and this one I've set a timetable up of what I want to achieve by the end of the year, because I want to finish that one by Christmas, New Year. I set myself a target of 2 sections a week. As you can see, I'm already smashing the 2 sections a week. And yeah, so that is that one. And I'm going to be doing more and more of these as I open them up. I was going to start my Floral Mystery Chart to Art, but instead I ended up kitting down my Forest Friends box. So I've started this ready, and then last night I started to do I opened my Hearts Beats Blue again. So I've started the section yesterday, and I'll put a date that I finished the section, and I'll do that for each section on there. The idea for this for me is to see, last time I worked on a work in progress and go, I really need to do another section on that. So it's to keep me in check, because it's very easy to go, oh, I've completed that whip. That's been a new diamond painting. So I really do want to work on my work in progresses, because I think I have 5 or 6 on the go. So I am going to be working to try and get on top of that. But that is my new little planner, and it will grow. And hopefully I also have my diamond painting logbook. And when I was actually kitting down, I hadn't done this before, but I finally did completing what spares I actually had in that. So I can pull this open and go, yes, I do have round 333, and so on and so forth. But yes, I want to try and get myself organised, get myself completing stuff, and just, yeah, I would like to do a lot of my work in progresses before I start anything else. That is going to be my main goal for the immediate future, because with doing so many different events and events back to back, it's just meant that there is so many that are started but not completed. And the reason that the mystery is taking priority is that, not in a bad way, but I really want that one finished. It has, for me, it has been a real challenge to challenge to keep myself motivated to do it, which is the reason why I sectioned it off and started doing a decision wheel to decide which one I'm doing next, and therefore try and add a bit more fun. There is a lot of confetti, and normally I don't mind confetti, but this has just been a crazy amount of confetti for me. Plus, because it is a mystery, it's all just black and white, so you can't even see that you've missed those 5 beads. It is just by the side of me here. Oops, didn't mean to knock you guys. And it is beautiful. It is totally beautiful. And it really is coming along. I mean, I can see the tree. I can see the yin-yang. There appears to be a beam of light coming out of the bottom of the yin-yang. And then there's the tree trunk. And I think these are roots coming down. At first I thought it might have been some sort of lightning, but I do think that these are roots. So it is beautiful, but if I can bring you up close without knocking everything over, like the colours wise, it's been like a smattering of everything all in one section. So yeah, that is my first priority to get done. So watch this space, it will be done, it will be done. Okay. Let's see, where did we get up to? Scott Bakula. Amy says there's no specific actor that I love, but a funny coincidence is that my top 3 favourite shows all started airing within a month of each other. Supernatural, Bones and Criminal Minds. I think you're my TV twin. Because those 3 shows are 3 of my very, very favourites. Bones and Criminal Minds, yes, absolutely. Although Criminal Minds, I could only watch 1 episode at a time due to the fact of the content being so dark at times. Nuts has set herself a target of not taking any whips into 2026. I love that target, but I really wish I could, but that's not going to happen for me. And there's so many paintings I really want to work on as well, like new ones. And it's sort of like, it's horrible having all these lovely paintings. You've got to make decisions. Kay says, I've done 3 DP whips, 2 big ones, 1 smaller, 2 crochet projects. I don't think I'll finish any. I know exactly how you feel. I have so much stuff on, and it's like trying to fit it all in. Arietta, I know you found it tough, but it is looking gorgeous. It has a lovely shine to it. You know, I'm very happy like with that. Again, I don't think the colouring helped on it. Because it was all those earthy tones. I've got no brightness there to like egg me on to doing it. Amy, I'm trying to get better with actually finishing things myself. Morgana has been a whip for 2 years now. Wow. Yeah, I know that feeling. I really do. I'm determined to get it finished this year, preferably this month, and I am close. How many sections have you got left, Amy? Arietta, I didn't mean to start a new painting this week, but I felt like if I was showing off their art dot pen, it should be one of their canvases. That makes sense. That makes sense. Em's put, it's probably been about a year since I did any diamond painting. I'm moving again in the new year, and hopefully I will get back into it. Yeah, I think my mum hasn't touched any diamond painting in about a year herself. She just found it really difficult with her job. She changed job, and then she now drives for a living, and when she gets home, she's absolutely shattered from all the driving. So she tends not to want to do any diamond painting. Ari's put, just wait until Sarah's paintings are launched on the one with the diamond art. I haven't seen, I have looked a couple of times and I haven't seen her on there yet. I was expecting to by now. I know it was going to be November when she was being launched with them. Amy, we definitely seem to have very similar tastes, but the darkest of episodes of Criminal Minds tend to be my favourite ones, especially the ones directed by Matthew Gray Gubler. I totally agree. Yeah, some of the storylines were harder to watch. I mean, my favourite character is Garcia. No one else even comes close to her because I absolutely adore her. She's just my kind of crazy. Amy says she's got about 7 sections left on this one. Basically last row plus 1 section. Kay says I've got a Christmas tray to do for the grandkids to start for them to put Santa's milk and mince pies on. I'm planning on getting a tray from Fan Cells as a Christmas present for my friend, but I haven't finished the cart for that one. So, and I have no clue where I'm meant to fit that in either, because also at the end of the month I have Stock Check, and they're doing it at a crazy time. They're starting it on a Thursday, which means I'll be in on Thursday until 10 p.m, then in again on Friday, hopefully finish at normal time, and then in again on Saturday. So it is going to be just totally doolally. Okay, Em says mine are all in the garage. I'm only home twice a week. And 3 days a week I drive for an hour each way to the office. No, I totally get that. Em said Garcia is my favourite day. How can you not love her? And like I always loved the all the baby girl bits as well. Garcia is an icon. I would kill to have an ounce of her style. I'd kill to have an ounce of her confidence to be able to just be exactly as she is, you know? She's very... Although there are times where she sort of like appears to be not confident, but to be who she is just like exudes confidence and flair, you know? Amy says she's the only character where I would stop watching if she left. I love her. Kay got a tray from Magpie. I'll have to have a look. And Arietta's just put, I've looked on Fan. I haven't looked on Fan Cells for ages. I must check them out. I have a bunch of DP boxes to do for gifts, so I don't need anything else. But still, yeah, that's the problem. Once you're on the side, that's it. They've got you. I've had things in my basket for a long time, but now I'm getting a lot more picky over the sort of things that I want to be doing. So, and when I see art that I know belongs to an artist, it tends to really put me off now. I feel like I have a certain character type that I love because I adore Charlie in Supernatural too. Her and Garcia have a lot in common. Okay, anyone who is not up to date on Supernatural, block your ears now, mute it because I'm about to say something. When the Charlie situation completely broke my heart. Yeah, I loved her so much, so much. She just stole the show every time she was in it. Absolutely. She was their little sister every time. Yeah, with Bones, because of my love of Angel and absolutely adoring David Boreanaz, Angel was, sorry, him as Seeley Booth was fantastic for me. But again, there was a death in the show, a couple of the deaths that really, really just killed me. The problem with me is I do get really invested into the characters. I mean, at the end of the day, you spend a lot of time like watching these shows. You spend a lot of time bonding with those characters while you are watching it as well. So if anything happens to them, it's really, really tough. I've just done it right to the crease. I'm trying to get into the corners. I'm actually surprising how much I'm really just enjoying doing this. It's not very often I just get the time to sit down and have the peace and quiet that goes with doing something like this. If you do end up getting the book, let me know. I'll be very interested. Like I say, I was a bit dubious because of the price tag that went with it. But as you can see, I'm enjoying myself. I looked at other like monochrome books, and it was always the reviews that got me. Not even for the one that I'm actually doing that I eventually went with. There was reviews on Amazon for it, and people were saying, "Oh, the pens that come with it are awful." And I'm quite enjoying the pens. It's one of the things I do hate about the reviews, because I always go to them, and then you'll have like the contradicting sort of like reviews. One person, like with the like the art dot pen that Arietta was using last night. It's sort of like on those pens it will be like, oh, it's far too noisy, and then somebody else will go, no, sound level's just fine. And you sort of like, you don't know which one to actually believe. I know everyone's got their own different tolerances of what they'll accept, like noise level wise. But it still feels a bit, you never know what review to actually trust. I haven't looked at the clock yet. I will look up. fact, this might be a little too relaxing. Because I just want to do more. Okay. Wow. 8:56. I'm only laughing because I've just seen Amy's comment of Ella in Lucifer, someone else who I love, and a show that I absolutely adore. Yes, I've decided that you are my TV twin. Another one I really love is I've got the box set for Grimm and the box set for Warehouse 13. Elemental is another one I've watched and have the box set for. Harriet has put, your hour has gone so fast. I can't believe how fast it has actually gone. Oh, yeah. There were 2 bone deaths that were heartbreaking, and one of the characters that I really didn't pay much attention to before that one episode. Yeah, even thinking about that one, it makes me tear up now, because I know exactly who you're on about. I'd looked. I can't remember who had the pen, but someone had the Kado pen, and that one seemed to have, like, a YouTuber that I follow. But I just couldn't. I haven't been able to bring myself to try one of those pens. I've seen them lots, and I'm just not sure if it would be like a faddy type thing for me. Something I try for like 10 minutes and then never gets picked up again. So, which is why I haven't gone down the route of doing it. Ooh, I haven't heard of Sanctuary. May have to go on a search and have a look at that. Oh, a couple of last things. So, I've said that next Thursday, a week today, is Grace's birthday. As many of you will already know, Grace has started school. Next week there is I'm guessing it's like a teacher training day, but it's not the whole day. It's basically they're closing the school at 2 p.m, which just happens to be on Grace's birthday. So after much thought, I decided to do something nice with Grace because it is her birthday on that day. And I'm almost at the stage of checking out like an inflatables trampoline park, which Grace will absolutely go mental for. Mummy not so much so, because she's great with going to places with people. So that'll be a challenge for me, and especially if I need to get onto the equipment with her. But fingers crossed that won't be that won't actually happen. At least that's what I'm hoping. So I am going to do that. I don't know how many of you were aware that I bought a bundle. I used a credit on Audible for a set of books of an author that I'd started to read, and I'm on book number 6 now, which is the final one of this this particular storyline. I believe that there are more books in the same world, but not of the same characters. So I've got like 2 hours something into the last book now, and I swear I've cried more at this at this last book than the whole way through. Like I say, we all get really, really attached to our characters. And after spending like 40 odd hours with them, yeah, I have grown very, very attached to them. Yeah, so I'm going to call it there. I'm quite pleased with the progress I've made on my little page. I think it looks so awesome. And yeah, I've had a great time with everyone. So I hope you've enjoyed your time here with me, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Right, everyone take care of themselves, and I'll speak to you later, guys.